In the beginning of the drama, we are shown the female lead of the drama, DramaShe, who is an intern reporter. Now, as per her boss's advice, she was showing a list of some chefs that if we interview them, then we can earn a lot of profit. Now, as her eyes fall on our hero, Lee, who is a mysterious chef, she decided that she has to interview only him, and she was given the responsibility of this. This poor girl is very upset about what she should do now. Well, somehow, today she finally decided to interview him. Now she calls him a lot. She has also found his number, but he is not picking up from the front. Then we are shown our hero, who is very handsome, and before she can interview him, he suddenly gets an emergency call due to which he had to leave. DramaShe runs a lot, but it was too late and he had left. The poor girl looks very upset and thinks that what will she answer to the boss now? Well, she had to listen to the scolding that you were asked to do one thing, but you could not even do that. She says, if you want to become a regular employee here, then for that, you will have to take an interview from Chef Lee at any cost. Hearing this, she also becomes happy that, okay, at least she is getting a chance. Now, at the place where she came to get ice cream, our hero is also sitting there. The way she is eating ice cream, and anyway, she is very lovely. That's why Lee just keeps looking at her. And then suddenly, she disappears from his sight. He thinks that maybe she is gone, but after a while, she comes and stands on his head and says, "You are Chef Lee, right? Today, I had to take your interview, but you did not come there." Now, no matter how much she tells him, he was not going to give the interview to her. And he goes from there and she follows him. She follows him a lot and he gets very irritated, even when she puts her ice cream on his clothes. Here he is so angry, but he doesn't vent his anger on her. And then he reaches his own restaurant. While chasing Lee, DramaShe reaches his restaurant. As soon as he changes his dress and comes, she just keeps looking at him. Now she clicks some photos here, and then she again asks him whether he will give her an interview, as it is very important for her, but he was not going to listen to her. But now, she had come to this restaurant as his customer, and the other chef was not there. And coincidentally, all the employees had also left from there. So, Lee finally decided to make a dish for her. Now, while clicking photos here and there, she looks so cute that even Lee started smiling seeing her. Well, here he remembers how once in his childhood, his elder brother had cooked a dish for him. He thought that why not cook the same dish for this girl? And then he starts doing his work. After that, he had cooked food for her with a lot of love and brought it to her. She became happy seeing it, but due to her habit, she started clicking photos again. Seeing this, Lee did not like it, and he came and took the food from her, saying either she clicks her photos or eats this food. Well, in the meantime, the hands of both of them touched each other. As soon as her heartbeat became fast, she immediately moved to the side and started taking the food from him, saying, "Yes, I have completed my work and now I will eat it comfortably." Now, one of her specialties is that whatever food she eats, she gets to know about all the ingredients present in it. We can say that from childhood till today, she has this superpower. When she eats that dish, she remembers that she has already eaten this dish. So she immediately comes to Lee to ask about it. "How did you learn to make this dish? Do you know that boy who fed me this dish in my childhood?" Hearing this, he is surprised that what do you want to say? Well, she becomes silent and does not say anything. Then, we are shown another chef, Jin, whose cooking skills are very good. Here, our hero does not get along well at all. Ever since his brother left this restaurant, all the responsibilities came on Lee, but he did not like Jin at all, because he does not do any work properly. Now, as soon as DramaShe comes to the kitchen and starts doing her work again, Lee comes from above and takes the camera from her, saying that I have told you so many times that photos should not be taken here. Now, she was about to leave from there in anger. Then suddenly she gets a call from the chief editor, who was saying that you have not completed your work yet. If you want to become a regular employee, then you will have to take Lee's interview at any cost. And she also says that come back quickly after taking it. Now, DramaShe also says that, okay, I will come. Now, she also seems worried and thinks that now Chef Lee has started hating me so much. How will I talk to him about this? But this was also DramaShe, who had never given up. And here she had also decided that no matter what happens, I will not accept defeat in any case and will take the interview from him. As soon as he is going home after completing his work, DramaShe stops him from the front and again starts saying that please give me an interview. It is very important for me. But till date, he had never given it to anyone. So why would he give it to her? Here, she started putting a condition that suppose you cook some food for me, then I will find out about all the ingredients present in it and tell you. After that, my only wish is that you will allow me to work in your restaurant. Please do not refuse. And even praises him a little bit that you are very handsome. I am sure that you will definitely accept my challenge. Now, he also agrees and thinks that if I do not tell her what all I have put in it, then how would she know? In the next scene, we see that Lee had cooked food for her, and as soon as she tastes it, she really answered all the ingredients present in it very quickly. On hearing this, he is surprised that how did she come to know? Now after that, he also got her introduction done to everyone that from today, she is a new employee here and will work here only. She looks very happy that if I stay with her, then in this way, I can get a chance to take her interview. Now, Chef Jin here did not like it at all, because even before this, the whole staff is present here. And anyway, what was the need for her to come here? Lee says that yes, of course, you should not have any problem with this. But here we see a girl named Shin, who liked Xiaoxi very much. She also starts introducing herself to Xiaoxi, that my name is Shin, and I am in charge here. After this, the two boys, Fang and Ming, introduce themselves, and also both are very good friends, and they became friends with her. Now, since our hero had taken the decision, so Jin also does not give any answer from now on. After that, when she comes to get a dress for herself, then suddenly her eyes fell on a photo which was of none other than Lee and his brother. Next, she had already started her work, and then as soon as she comes to talk to him again that, can I take your interview? Then he, without giving any answer, he goes to meet one of his customers. Here, she also follows him and reaches there, thinking that today, I am not going to miss this chance. Then, as soon as he comes, she catches him and says that she just needs 10 minutes, in that whatever questions she will ask him, he will have to answer them. Now, to get rid of her, he also agrees that okay, ask whatever you want, and you only have 3 minutes. Now, she just wastes those 3 minutes by asking him random questions, and then he immediately leaves from there. Now, at night, we see that they all are going to their home. Xiaoxi was standing there only, so Fang asks her, don't you want to go to your house? Then she asks Shin if she can come to stay at her place because she doesn't have any home right now. But she says no, that we have only one room in our house, and how will you be able to adjust? Then Fang says, yes, there can be some space available at our place, as 4 or 5 boys live in one place. Maybe a room will be available for you too. But she refuses, saying how will she go to stay with so many boys? Then Shin gives her an idea that anyway, Lee lives alone in his house, so you can go and stay at his place. Now, when they are all saying so much, Lee also agrees that it's okay, but on one condition, that you can take all the stuff lying here inside. The poor girl is helpless, so she completes all the work as per his instructions. Doing this, she was very tired, but what could she do? She was also helpless. Well, he made her sit on his bike and started taking her from there. He drives the bike so fast that Xiaoxi has to catch him, and seeing this, Lee starts smiling. Now, as soon as she reaches his house, she is surprised to see that, wow, your house is very big. Then, he started showing her her room, and suddenly she slips and falls on Lee, and while excusing, she goes on the side, saying, please forgive me. It just happened by mistake. Well, he doesn't say anything to her. Now he puts some conditions in front of her to stay in this house. One is not to go to my room, and secondly, there is no entry in the kitchen after 11 p.m. After he leaves, she gets very happy and says, wow, I got such a nice room to live in. But then she is surprised that, oh, I am hungry, and it is already 11 o'clock. How will I go now? Well, as soon as she is going to the kitchen, she sees that Lee is standing here and cooking something. She secretly looks at him and thinks that she doesn't know what he is doing. After that, when Lee goes to bring some ingredients, she eats all the prepared dish. When he comes from upstairs and asks what she is doing, now she apologizes that, sorry, I ate your food. I found it very tasty. In return, he did not scold her, but he definitely asked her to wash all the utensils. Now, he had probably mixed some drink in the food. That's why after drinking it, she becomes so crazy that she not only enters Lee's room, but also enters his washroom. Lee, seeing her, screams loudly, what are you doing here? And after putting a towel on her, he ran away from there. After that, as soon as she regains consciousness, she was surprised that what am I doing here? All her clothes were wet, so she asks Lee to bring her bag from her room, and he immediately brings it. And then later, she notices that something of hers is missing here, and then she came outside his room and asked him if he had any of her things left with him that he wanted to give her. But he says, no, I don't have anything. Now, when she comes back to her room again, she finally found it. Now, she is also feeling a little embarrassed that she doesn't know what he must be thinking about her. Here we see Lee in a room, missing his brother a lot at this time. He doesn't know where he has gone without telling him. Then he calls him a lot, but he is not picking it up. The next day, as soon as she meets Lee, she starts feeling a little embarrassed that she doesn't know what all she did at night after getting drunk. What would he think about her? Now, when she sees his brother's photo, he tells her that from now on, there is no need to touch my things. Hearing all this, she gets angry that how grumpy he is, and controlling her anger, she starts asking him about the interview. Then he says that you can ask me only 3 questions in a day, which have been completed now. Hearing this, the poor girl's face falls, and she wonders what this person is. What does he think of himself? In the next scene, we are shown that she has reached the restaurant, and here she is asking Shin that the food here is very good. Then why don't all the customers come? There is no huge customer here. Then Shin tells her that the situation is like this since Lee's brother has left from here because earlier he used to take care of the restaurant, and as soon as he left, everything was finished. Now she gets a little confused that what is this? When did his brother go and where did he go? Now they had received an order in their restaurant which Jin thinks they will never be able to fulfill, but Lee says says that this cannot happen. Now he has decided that he will make it at any cost. He had decided to find out the ingredients in it at any cost. Then Xiaoxi tastes it, and she comes to know about all the ingredients, but only one ingredient is left. There was some or the other deficiency in it. They get very worried about what it is. Now when she is working at night, then she sees a little girl who was planning to go out somewhere with her friends at this time of the night. Hearing this, Xiaoxi gets worried that she is small, and something might happen to her on the way. So she follows her and tells her to go home, but she refuses, saying that I am not a small girl. Now Xiaoxi also started following her, and she also got a chance to have fun here. Here, Li helped her a lot in getting stuffed toys. After all, he is an expert in running this machine. Seeing all this, the little girl got impressed by this. Then, both of them go to drop her home. Later, she gets scolded by her mother that, I was waiting for you since so long. I don't know where you were. And then the mother thanks both of them, saying, you people have brought my daughter home safely. Here, Li had seen some jars lying there, and he gets an idea. After that, he brought the same jar to his home. Now they had decided to add these ingredients in their dish. But after some time, Xiaoxi falls asleep here, and Li leaves his work and starts taking care of her. Here, we come to know that Li might have fallen in love with her. The next day, as soon as she opens her eyes, she sees that finally, the dish which she was trying to make since so long, Li had completed it. She is very happy to see this. After that, as soon as she goes to the mirror and looks at her face, she sees a drawing made on her face and she realizes that all this was done by none other than Li. So now she could not vent her anger on him. Then, both of them leave the house and finally they delivered the order to the customer, and he also looked very happy. On the other side, Shin reached Jin and started explaining to him that, look, don't interfere in Li's work unnecessarily, and you know how hard he is working. We should support him in every situation. Since his brother left, he has been focusing on this restaurant. If we behave like this with him, then he will feel bad, so we should work together. Now he had also finally agreed. Then at night, all of them enjoy together, and now they all have become good friends. Now the one who used to get angry with Li earlier doesn't get angry anymore. Then Li started missing his brother a lot. He calls him but still doesn't get any reply from him. Just then, Xiaoxi enters, and before she can say anything, she suddenly gets a message, after which she is shown outside a restaurant. Now she had decided to explore it as well, as she is clicking photos and eating too. Just then, the chef enters and starts forbidding her, saying, you should not do this. Haven't you read that clicking photos is not allowed here? Then, Li comes from above and handles the whole matter, also starting to tell her that you should take care of everyone's privacy. Keep this in mind from now onwards. Anyway, now she starts enjoying the food here with great fun. The intentions of this poor girl are not wrong. She just thought that she will give some reviews of this restaurant, and in this way, the number of customers will increase more here. Next, she takes her to the chef and starts apologizing to him. The chef also says that, it is okay, I was not angry with this anyway. Now here, he also tells her about one of his secrets that, I do not want to get photos clicked, so that someone gives a review, and only then the crowd of my restaurant increases. Rather, the people who come here are because of the taste of my food. Next time, they will bring their friends too, and this is what I want. Now, as soon as he brings her home, he starts getting a little angry, saying, I had told you not to disappear suddenly at night. Still, how can you go to that restaurant without telling me? Now she apologizes to him and comes to her room. Now, the boy with whom she often talks online is none other than our hero, Li. Seeing his ID, Li had guessed that the girl with whom he had been talking till date was actually Xiaoxi. Seeing this, he starts smiling, and for now, he had decided not to tell her. The next day, they all are discussing how to increase their customers, and Li had also decided to make his food more delicious, as that uncle had said that if the food is tasty, then the customers will come automatically, and everyone else also agrees with him. Then, they are still talking when a superstar girl enters the restaurant, whose name is Yue Ran. Actually, someone had recommended this restaurant that the food of this restaurant is very good, so she can order food for her wedding here. So, she had asked these people to take care of all the arrangements of her buffet, and they look very happy that, wow, we will cook food in a star's wedding and our restaurant will also get a lot of publicity. They look very excited. Here, both of them have made a list at night itself. Which dishes should we use in that buffet? And in the meantime, as soon as she sees Li, her heartbeat becomes very fast. The next day, they are planning something with everyone else. They had decided that why not go to that college once, where Yue Ran and her future husband had met for the first time. In the next scene, they had also reached the same college. They also clicked some photos here. She thinks that whatever they liked, we will do exactly the same in their wedding. And suddenly she clicks photos of Li also. After this, they reach a class, and she had brought food with her. And while eating, they make noises, and everyone is watching them. So they immediately run away from there. Here, he looks very happy being with her. Now, after thinking a lot, Xiaoxi had decided that we will include only the food and dishes of Yue Ran's college canteen in her wedding. I am sure that she will like it. And while going from here, Suddenly, it starts raining. Then, both of them finally reach the restaurant after dodging. After this, they come straight to meet Yue Ran and share their point of view with her. She immediately agrees that, wow, this is a unique idea. And even she had put a task on them that, you people have to come to my wedding fully prepared. So all the 4 boys go and buy beautiful dresses for themselves and look very handsome. After this comes the turn of Xiaoxi and Xin. Both of them look pretty too, and Li can't take his eyes off Xiaoxi. Next, we are shown them in the wedding ceremony. They had made all the arrangements very well. Here, Yue Ran asks Xiaoxi that all the boys in your restaurant are handsome, but Chef Li is a different thing. She says that yes, he is handsome only because of his looks, otherwise he is very grumpy. Now, as soon as she is clicking some photos with Fang, Li gets jealous seeing this and immediately sends Fang aside. Then, their wedding ceremony starts. Both look very happy that they have made the arrangements exactly as we had thought, even looked satisfied with each other. Xiaoxi notices that Li's health has deteriorated a lot. She left all her work and brought him to the hospital. After that, he was discharged, but his fever is not coming down. Here, she takes a lot of care of him. She makes soup for him, which he finds very tasty. After that, Xiaoxi checks his fever, which was not coming down. She spends the whole night with him, taking care of him. The next day, as soon as Li opens his eyes, he is holding her hand and then immediately takes her hand off. Now, as soon as she notices that she is getting up, he starts pretending as if he is sleeping, and then she goes close to him lovingly and starts looking at him. Suddenly, Xiaoxi gets a call, and that is why she immediately goes aside. After that, he too came to her, smiling and laughing. First, she checked his fever. He was completely cured, so she was happy. But still, she started giving him some bitter medicine, as prescribed by the doctor, and he finished it in 1 sip. Now, she was a little surprised that how could this happen? He drank such a bitter medicine in 1 sip. It was a very difficult task. Now next, whenever these people have tried a new dish, they also get it tested. But Li still says that he is not getting any taste. It could be that he was ill, and that is why his taste might have gone bad. They also accept the fact. Then, he comes to the kitchen and checks some spices, and he was not getting any taste in them too. Now it was confirmed that his taste has gone, and that too might have happened because of his illness. Right now, he did not tell Xiaoxi. He was quite upset. It is obvious that for a chef, having taste is very important. Then, he gets his checkup done by the doctor, and he also says that it is possible that your taste might have gone temporarily because of taking medicines, but it will come back after some time, we are sure. Next, he was sitting sadly, thinking about this, when Xiaoxi comes from above and suddenly puts some candy in his mouth and asks him how it is. He says that it is very sweet, but actually it was bitter. Now she gets confirmed that the misconception that she was having is really true. He says that you should not tell anyone about this, and from today onwards, you are my personal assistant, and you will stay with me all the time. He also signs a contract with her after coming to his house. He also puts some conditions in front of her that I don't want that everyone should get worried unnecessarily because of me. And if even a chef loses his taste, then the restaurant can also get damaged. She also agrees that it is okay. But Xiaoxi had also decided that no matter how much he tries to avoid it, she will cure him at any cost. Then, she starts using her own remedies. The poor Li's condition worsens. She even makes him do exercises, but it doesn't matter. She even comes and massages him, but he gets very irritated, saying, "What do you want to do?" Now she has become his personal assistant, and he had told everyone about this. All of them congratulate her and say to her that maybe you have got promoted anyway, so this is a matter of happiness. Now she always comes to the kitchen and helps Li, so in this way, no one even knows what has happened to him. At night, he was still sitting sad, thinking that if someone comes to know, then what will they think of me? What if my restaurant also gets damaged in this way? Here, she stands at the window and watches everything, and then goes and starts searching on the internet that, after all, there will be some treatment for it. Seeing Li coming from above, she immediately closes the laptop. Now, she started telling him that, I was getting bored, so I have come here to watch TV. He also sits here and watches TV with her. He slept here last night. The next day, as soon as he wakes up and looks at the laptop, he gets an idea of what is actually going on in Xiaoxi's mind. He doesn't say anything to her. Both of them have breakfast together and then they reach their own restaurant. Li's eyes fall on a notice that there is some issue of electricity, so no one should touch the boards. Before she touches any board, he comes and stops her. Both of them had come very close. As soon as her heartbeat becomes fast, she goes to the side. For the days, their issue was not to be resolved. Li had now decided to go to the beach and explore the foods. Whatever dishes will be there, they will include them in their menu. Now he had decided to take Xiaoxi along because her taste was good in comparison to him. On the way, she falls asleep, and as she puts her head on his shoulder, he starts smiling. After that, they reach the hotel, and Xiaoxi had already booked 2 rooms for themselves, but when she comes ahead and sees a couple, they look very sad. They are saying that no room is available for us to stay in this hotel. Even all the rooms are booked. The poor guys look very upset, saying, "Should we go back now? We have come so far." So, seeing all this, our kind-hearted Xiaoxi takes a decision and gives them the key of one of her rooms and says, "You guys can stay here comfortably." Then, Li reminds her that this means that both of us will have to stay in the same room. Then, both come to the rooftop and talk. They started trying to know each other. She suddenly says, "Why don't we both have a drink?" On which he also agrees and says, "Please don't get drunk this time." But these were just words. She had become quite drunk, so he goes and makes her lie down on the bed. Now here she also likes him, so this thing slips from her mouth and he hears it. Now, he had decided that he will also confess his love to her, and after kissing her on the forehead, he left from there. The next day, as soon as she opens her eyes, she sees that he was completely ready, and he also started telling her to get ready quickly. We both have to go to the beach, right? Now she gets a little confused that did she do something in the middle of the night after getting drunk? She doesn't remember anything. Anyway, what was the point of enjoying the food? Both of them started having a lot of fun here. Even being with her, Li seems very happy. Once he thinks that why not keep his hand on her shoulder, but she goes aside. Now he is not able to control his emotions and catches her and says, "I know that you also like me, and I also started liking you since a long time. I just did not confess my love to you," and then immediately kisses her. She also decides to become his girlfriend. Now she started telling him that in her childhood she had also come to the restaurant where he works now. Once a big brother had helped her when she did not have money to eat. He had served her food for free. It was very tasty. After listening to all this, he tells her that big brother was none other than my elder brother. Suddenly, I don't know where he has gone, even I call him a lot, but he is not receiving. Here he seems very upset, so she tells him that it is okay. One day he will definitely come back. He will pick up your call, and I will help you in the rest of your tests, and I will also try to treat you. I hope you get well very soon. After that, he got her just 1 ice cream. So she was surprised that, why did you not get yours? Now he takes a very big bite from her ice cream and goes from there, and he started troubling her a lot. On the other hand, we see Jin. Here he also realized how much hard work Li has to do to run this restaurant. He could never guess. Well, whatever it was, he had decided to help Li in the future, and he also messages him to tell this. Li also looks happy after seeing this. Then, at night, both of them are going while having fun. Suddenly her eyes fall on a painting. There was a spoon drawn on it, and it was written that if anyone cooks food with a spoon, his taste can also be lost. She gets a little surprised and remembers that the spoon with which she had made soup for Li looked exactly like this. Did Li lose his taste because of cooking with a spoon? Seeing that painting, Li feels that maybe she wants that. So immediately he had bought that one, and she just stands there, surprised and worried that if his taste is lost because of her, then she will cure him in any case. Suddenly, he gets a call due to which he had to leave the place in an emergency. Now, on the way, Xiaoxi fell asleep, so he comfortably puts her head on his shoulder. In the next scene, Jin tells everyone about the problem due to which he had called them there. It is only the people with some stalls who are troubling us. Anyway, Li had also decided that we have to win their hearts at any cost. Now here something had gone into Xiaoxi's eye, so he takes full care of her, and the stall owners had also seen this scene. Anyway, they come to them and say, "Why don't you guys cooperate with us? We will give you some things too, so you guys can also sell here. This way, you guys will not have to close your stall." That lady immediately agrees and is ready to contact him. Now, Xiaoxi is very happy to see how well he handled this matter. Then, both of them came back and told everyone about this good news. After a while, Jin asks him about his brother. Did he get any news about him? Did he return or not? He says no, there is no news at the moment. Here, Jin also says, it is possible that he might have a lot of debts, so that's why he left from here. But Li was not ready to accept this thing and says, if my brother had such a problem, he should have shared it with me. Xiaoxi had also heard all these talks, but still, she did not mention all this in front of him. Here, Li seemed very happy with her. Xiaoxi had become his girlfriend. What could be more joyful than this? Now Xiaoxi was also very happy. Anyway, she was a foodie girl, so a handsome chef had come into her life. So, what could be bigger than this? By the way, what will you do if you find such a handsome chef or such a foodie girl like Xiaoxi? Tell us in the comment. After that at night, all the friends had decided to have dinner together, so both of them had come out to buy some things. Here, she had also bought couple cups for himself and for her, and they were very happy together. After that, they come home and everyone sits together. And after this, as soon as Li and Xiaoxi go to the side to get something, Fang gets an idea from behind, and he starts mixing something in Li's food and says, I will prank him and put a lot of ingredients in it to see what his reaction will be. Everyone refuses, but he was not going to stop. Now, as soon as he tastes this food, everyone is just waiting for his reaction, but he does not react at all, as if this food is absolutely normal. Seeing this, everyone else had already guessed that Lee was really hiding something from us, meaning his taste has gone, and he has not even told us. After that, when they come out, Shin says that, yes, for a chef, the most important thing is his taste, and anyway, he did not want to trouble us, so he did not tell us. So we pretend in front of him as if we really do not know that his taste has gone. Now, they also agree that it is okay.
The next day, Jin came to Xiaoxi and confirmed the rest, and he also tells her that, you do not worry, we will not show anything in front of him. But on the table, they are talking that, from now on, we will take care of food tasting ourselves. And they think that maybe Lee has not come to know till now that we have come to know about everything, but he had guessed why everyone was reacting like this. It seemed that maybe Xiaoxi told them, and he also started scolding her a bit that, I had told you not to tell anything to anyone. She says that, I did not tell anything. They had guessed it themselves. And she also forbids him from drinking. Then, he fell asleep while drinking right here. Now, since everyone knew, he also does not create any problem from now on. Everyone started working together. Suddenly, Xiaoxi gets a call from the editor-in-chief that I am coming to your restaurant right now. She got worried, and actually, she enters. She gets angry that till now, you have not been able to take the interview of that chef Lee. Well, she also asked to prepare a dish for her within 20 minutes. Now the dish they prepare for her, she did not like this food at all, and said that now you people have 10 minutes. And I am waiting here. I just want the thing I am waiting for. Now Lee also listened to all this, and anyway, he already knew this, madam, that once she had come and eaten food in this restaurant made by his elder brother's hand. So now he also made the same dish made by his elder brother and brought it in front of her. Seeing this, the editor-in-chief became very happy because she wanted to eat this only. And so not only does she praise that chef, but also starts telling Xiaoxi that now your chances can be made that you will become a regular employee very soon. But for that, you need the interview of that chef, and I will wait for you. Anyway, she also says that at least this way I have handled the editor-in-chief. Then, suddenly she gets a message from her senior who had become a producer now and is telling her that I have come to know that you are working with a chef, so I have decided to organize a variety show, and I want you to bring your chef Lee with you. She also says that, yes, I will talk to him. As soon as both of them are getting the photos made together, then Xiaoxi talks to him about that variety show. Will you go with me to that variety show? But still, to tease her, he says that, no, I will think about it right now. She also says that, okay, take time to think, then tell me, not later. After that, as soon as he tastes the food, he had an idea that he feels like he is getting a taste now. So he tries again and again, but the same taste had disappeared. Then, he goes to the doctor and tells him also that, sometimes now I feel as if I have come to know the taste of all the spices, but sometimes it suddenly disappears. He says that, yes, you are in progress right now, and I am sure you will get well very soon. At night itself, Xiaoxi had decided to stay in the restaurant and says that, I have made some pictures here and I have to work on them. Now at home, he used to wait for a long time for her, but she had not come yet. She was with Fang, so that's why he also gets jealous and calls her that, you get ready quickly. I have come to pick you up. Here, before Fang goes to drop her home, Lee had come with his bike. Now after reaching home, he thinks, should I tell him that my taste slowly starts coming back? But then he doesn't tell anything. She also went to her room making an excuse. The next day, he also bought a cute helmet for her. Then, both of them come to the restaurant together. Now, they were looking very happy as their dishes started selling a lot. Now, Valentine's Day also came very soon. So, they started taking people's opinion about which dishes to include in their menu. Here, Lee is sitting comfortably and making a drawing of Xiaoxi. Just then, a girl approaches him and asks if she can get his number. He says that, I already have a girlfriend. Xiaoxi noticed all this, and she feels very jealous. Before she asks anything, he immediately shows her the drawing, which is very cute. Then, he was also thinking that, should I tell her about the taste? But he doesn't tell, and both of them come very close to each other like this. Now the next day she is cooking food for him, thinking that maybe after eating this, his taste will come back. During this time, his foot gets hurt. Anyway, she came to him and said that, no matter how it tastes, you will have to drink it at any cost. I am sure that after drinking this, you will definitely get well, but he is refusing. Then, as soon as he notices that his foot is hurt, he lifts her up and makes her sit on a sofa. Along with giving a little massage to his foot, he also says that you should rest at home today. And yes, there is no need to come to work. Xiaoxi likes this gesture of his very much. Now, while doing some work at home, Xiaoxi's eyes fall on Lee's diary. After reading it, she realized that he has started getting a little taste, and he thinks, why has he not told me about this? Then, what happened was,
that she comes to the restaurant and gets very angry with him. At least now we are a couple, so you should have shared things with me. I have been working so hard to make soups for you day after day, but you did not even bother to tell me. Then, she leaves from there in anger. Everyone else had also seen this. Lee comes to stop her and says, I wanted to tell you, but I did not get a chance. But she was not going to listen to anything and leaves from there. Now they start saying that now since Xiaoxi is angry with you, you should give her some gifts to convince her. He says that she is a foodie girl anyway, so you should definitely cook a dish for her and feed her. After that, at night, along with an apology note, he had also cooked some food for her, which is very special. He also says sorry to her. It is okay, I made a mistake. I hid this thing from you, but it will not happen next time. Please forgive me. Anyway, she also forgives him and says, from now on, we will not keep anything secret from each other. Whatever happens, we will have to share. He also promises her. After that, the gift he brought for her was liked by Xiaoxi very much. The next day, Xiaoxi was very excited and set out to explore different restaurants. She ate food with great pleasure and also clicked a lot of pictures, and only after this, she prepared the report in her diary. After that, she reaches Lee, and she started showing her report to Lee. I know you will like it a lot. At the same time, as soon as she realizes that she does not have her camera, she gets very upset. To find her camera, she went to the restaurant where she had gone for a walk, but she could not find her camera. The poor girl gets very upset. She even got emotional at night. What if she could not find her camera? Now, Lee comes to her and consoles her and also says, don't worry, we both will find your camera very soon. Now she gets some relief. Now, since Xiaoxi had clicked a lot of photos of the dishes of their restaurant in his own camera, now it would have gone into the hands of his rivals, and they posted the same dishes photos. Seeing this, Xiaoxi says, if it were his dishes, then he had said that these people copied our dishes. It happened that these people had also participated in a competition. The dish which they had decided to make was the one that they got, and they were saying that this dish was the one we had to make. And look, these people were copying us. The poor guys get very sad after seeing this. Now they are sitting, and Jin was saying that if only Xiaoxi had acted with some wisdom, she would not have kept her camera there, then this would not have happened. Because of that, all this happened. Here, Xiaoxi had heard all these things. Now, as soon as she comes and sits on a bench, suddenly she gets a call from her senior, who was asking her to meet him and saying, I will send you the address so you come there. Actually, he wants to talk to her, and she agrees immediately. Now, she had not told any of her friends about the place where she had come. After that, Shin makes many calls to Xiaoxi, but she was not picking up her calls. Jin gets worried that he does not know where she has gone. And the same happens with our hero too. He calls her, but she doesn't pick up. After that, he started looking for her everywhere, but still he can't find any trace of her. The poor guy's condition worsens. As soon as he reaches the restaurant, Uncle Lon is waiting for him to come. He comes to give him an invitation card and also says, I know your brother is missing, even though he didn't contact you, but I am sure that one day he will definitely return to you. And yes, I am also looking for him. As soon as I get the news of his arrival, I will definitely let you know. Here, she had come to meet her senior, who has now become a very big producer. Now here he started asking her that, I had told you in that variety show that you should bring your chef. She says, yes, I had talked to him, but he is not giving me any response till now. I don't know if he will come or not, but I will convince him. Now, he also says, okay. The way he was looking at her, it was clear that the senior likes her. Then we are shown a flashback scene of when he came to the university, and no one paid any attention to him except Xiaoxi. Since then, he liked this nature of hers. Now, he gives her time again. He says, you have to give me an answer at any cost. She also says, okay, that I will definitely talk to Chef Lee. Now, as soon as they go out, Fong sees them, and he makes their photos and sends them to Lee. And Lee gets very jealous that with whom she was standing at that time. Now, when she returns home, on his asking, she tells that today, I went to meet my senior. He just wanted to talk to me about whether you guys are going to come to the variety show or not, but she does not give any response from there. On the other side, we are shown Jin, who had finally decided to confess his love today. He had been liking Shin for a long time, but she is surprised to see these flowers and asks, why are you giving me this? For now, he had decided that no, we should not propose like this. If she refuses, then I will immediately avoid the topic saying, actually, I wanted to give these flowers to Xiaoxi, so will you help me in giving them to her? That day, she got angry with me and left. I don't know what she would think of me. Now, he had said this, so Shin takes those flowers from him. The next day, when Jin meets Xiaoxi, he apologizes to her and says, if you felt bad, then forgive me. Xiaoxi also says, it is okay anyway. I had forgotten all this. Today, Jin had made a plan with his friends that I have to confess my love to Shin at any cost, and you people will help me in all this. They also agree immediately. At home, as soon as she sees that Lee is sleeping, she starts coming to him and starts putting a blanket on him. But in the meantime, his eyes open. He was not sleeping. On the other side, we see Jin, who had reached a restaurant, and after making them wait for a long time, Shin enters there. After that, Jin proposes to her in front of his friends. I have liked you for a long time, but I never had the courage to confess my love to you.
Hearing this, she stands up and says, I already have a boyfriend.
Hearing this, the poor guy gets very hurt. The next day, Ming introduces his friend to everyone and says he works in the same restaurant where Xiaoxi's camera was lost. He also starts convincing them, I will get the camera back to you in any case and also get justice. And just like Ming is my friend, you are also my friend. In the next move, we are shown the owner of the same restaurant who had come to meet Lee, and along with apologizing, he returns Xiaoxi's camera too, saying, I should not have made such a mistake. And after that, all the allegations against his restaurant were cleared. Now there is a lot of rush here. People started liking his dishes a lot, and it seems as if his restaurant has become famous. Now he was still sitting very sad, missing his brother when Xiaoxi came and refreshed his mood. After that, he also gifts the same camera to her. She becomes so happy to see that finally, after making her wait for a long time, she got it. Here these friends are shown sitting in a bar, who are still drinking, when his eyes fall on Shin's boyfriend, who was roaming with a girl. On seeing this, he called Shin immediately and called her here. The poor girl looks very sad and says, I had not thought that you would also turn out to be such a mean person. How dare you cheat me? Here, Jin slapped him and tells him to stay away from Shin from now onwards. Otherwise, no one will be worse than me. In fact, she does not deserve a mean person like you at all.
In the next scene, we are shown the senior who had reached Xiaoxi's restaurant, and as he sits to talk to her, seeing this scene, Lee gets very jealous and immediately comes to him and starts introducing himself to him as Xiaoxi's boyfriend. The senior also knows this very well, and then he starts talking to him. I had invited you people to the variety show, so what did you think? Here, Lee was already jealous, so he clearly refuses. You have a misunderstanding that I will come. I am not going to come at all. And then, Xiaoxi had already guessed that it means that he was jealous of the senior, and she also asks him about this, but he clearly refuses. He says, it seems you have some misunderstanding. There is nothing like that. After that, at night, she comes to know that the boy she had been talking to online was none other than Lee, and he did not even tell her about it. She is quite surprised. In the next scene, she gets a call from the editor-in-chief, who was asking her to go somewhere from his place, saying, I am helpless. Please help me. She also agrees, and leaves, taking half a leave. Now, Lee calls her a lot, but she does not pick him up. Today, she had to go to a party where Uncle Lan had come to invite him, but Xiaoxi was not there. So after thinking a lot, he asks Shin to come with him. Now, obviously, she had only one choice left, and she also agrees, okay, I am ready to go with you. Next, we see the scene of the party. Here, she is telling the editor-in-chief, I have reached the party, and she asks her to go inside. After coming inside, she meets her senior, and Lee and Shin had entered here. Suddenly, as soon as his eyes fall on these two, he sees how the senior is trying to get close to her. Seeing this, he gets very jealous, but what could he say? Then, Uncle Lan announces that among all the restaurants that had participated in this food competition, one is Lee's, and he had won this award. After that, Lee is called on the stage, he goes there and thanks all his friends. All this happened because of them. Especially because of Xiaoxi. She was a special person who came into my life. Hearing all this, Xiaoxi feels very good. He introduces her to everyone by calling her his girlfriend, and then he takes her by the hand and takes her away from there. When the poor girl gets tired of running around, he picks her up and takes her to the same restaurant where she liked the food very much. The uncle makes her favorite food and serves it to her. After eating the food, both of them started going back home. The next day, Lee made breakfast for her with his own hands. Now, his taste had returned. The doctor gave him the good news that now he is completely fine. Hearing this, Xiaoxi becomes very happy. In the next scene, Jin is shown who had brought food for Shin, but she refuses, and then on his repeated insistence, she has to eat it out of helplessness. Then, suddenly, she gets a call from her dad, who had come to know that she had broken up with her boyfriend, so he is asking her to go on a blind date. But she refuses. Now, the poor girl was also looking worried that, now, what should I do? My dad will keep on troubling me for no reason that I should go on this blind date, but I don't want to do this. Now, she was fed up with men. They all are the same. Here, Xiaoxi gets a message from her senior that, whatever work you asked me to do, I have done it. She had to go for taking someone's interview, so she called that gentleman to a restaurant from a foreign land. This shows that seniors were also there, so he got jealous, and he was also taken to that restaurant. Her interview went very well, and she also started thanking the senior for helping her. Then,
He left from there with that gentleman. Here, Jin and Shin were also getting very close to each other. The more she avoided him, the more she used to meet him. Meanwhile, a call comes from the editor-in-chief, who is telling Xiaoxi, "You have not yet taken the interview of the chef, so you will not be made a regular employee." On hearing this, Xiaoxi was very sad. Now, she was sitting here sad. Here, Lee had guessed that, oh, so he wanted my interview, and I have not given it yet. So due to this, she got scolded by the editor-in-chief. Then, finally, he agrees that, okay, if you wanted to take my interview, then I am ready to give it to you. Then, suddenly, one of his friends called him and said, "I have come to know where your brother lived." After that, they go to his friend's place, where he tells them the address. After that, both of them reach there. But even after waiting for a long time, he did not meet his brother. Now, both of them reach home. She starts practicing to take his interview. She asks all the questions that were to be asked and also clicks photos. He too agreed. But then she gets a call from the editor-in-chief, who is saying, "Now all of your time has been wasted. I waited so long, but there was no reply from you, so now you cannot become a regular employee." This poor girl becomes more upset. Seeing her upset, he starts consoling her. "It is okay. Anyway, you can take my interview and upload it by making a blog on your own channel, Watermelon. All the people will see how good a reporter you are." She too becomes happy. And then finally, he comes ready and says, "Now, whatever questions you have to ask me, I will answer you properly. I will give it to you." Finally, their interview gets completed, and after that, she fell asleep. And now, he picks her up and brings her to her room and makes her lie down there too. Xiaoxi's cuteness was attracting him more and more day by day. Well, the next moment, when she is making her blog, he is cooking food. Then, seeing all this, all the friends are completely surprised that till date, she has never let anyone click her video or even her photo, and she has given permission to Xiaoxi, meaning that she is very special for him. Now, Jin came to her and started telling that in the past, an incident had happened after which he had decided that he would not give his interview to any reporter, but you are the only girl whom he has agreed to give his interview. Well, it means that the trauma of coming in front of the camera has now been completely cured. Anyway, the reporters had defamed their restaurant by making false news, and only because of this, he neither has to give an interview to anyone, nor get his photos clicked. Rather, he doesn't want to come in front of the camera, and now somehow this issue got resolved. Now, everyone comes to her and asks, "Why don't you include us in the blog?" She also agrees. Then, she clicks photos of these four and also makes videos. All of them together make fun photos here. Now, after doing some editing, finally, she uploaded that blog on her channel. The reaction of the audience was very good. Now, even their restaurant became more famous. Now, girls became more fans of Lee. Now, as soon as the editor-in-chief comes to know about this, after that, Xiaoxi gets a call from the editor-in-chief and tells her, "Now you can finally become a regular employee of our company." She had no problem with her. Hearing this, he becomes very happy, and she gives this good news to Lee. He also looks happy, but after a while they decide, "Why don't we go camping somewhere?" On which she also agrees. In the next scene, she has brought her other friends along with her, and they all look happy. They spend a very good time at one place and have a lot of fun. She tells him that this time we have brought our friends along, but next time we will come alone. At this time, both of them spend a lot of quality time with each other, but as soon as she realizes that if I go away from Lee, will he miss me? I mean, he might forget me. She looks very upset that should I go away from him or not? She had a dream of doing a regular employee job in her favorite company. She looks quite confused, thinking that should I leave him? Now the sadness spread on her face was very well noticed by Lee. He consoles her. "It is a matter of a few days anyway. You will do that job and then come back. And you also have to fulfill your dream. I don't mind it. Then why are you upset?" And yes, now everyone has a phone, so we will also call each other daily, do video calls and chat as well. She gets some consolation from this. Now when she comes to know that finally his birthday is coming tomorrow, she thinks of giving him a surprise. She had made some arrangements with all the other friends. In the next scene, as soon as Lee gets a surprise for his birthday, he becomes very happy. They all celebrate together, and even when everyone leaves from there, she starts giving him his gift, which he likes a lot. Both of them click a lot of pictures together. In the next scene, we are shown Shin in the hospital. She was looking very ill, and he was there to take care of her. He is busy taking care of her day and night. He doesn't even take care of himself. Now Shin also realized that Jin really loves me a lot. I kept troubling him for no reason. I kept avoiding him. Finally, she is ready to become his girlfriend. Jin becomes happy on hearing this. And the very next day, he announced his relationship in front of his friends. They are happy for him. After that, both the couples come to a place to eat. Well, the one who cooks food for them is none other than these two chefs. She looks very happy with them. There were only a few days left for her to leave. She looks a little sad too, and he consoles her. Before that, both of them come close to each other. While they were kissing each other, suddenly someone calls her phone. She goes to the side and listens to the call. The next day, coincidentally, Lee meets his brother. He was trying to avoid him for so many days because he was very ill, and did not want to tell his brother about this, that he would be worried about him for no reason, but he had noticed this very well. He also came to his girlfriend, and now she is not able to keep the secret in front of him.
In the next scene, he had gone to his brother. He asks him to sign a restaurant document, but he refuses. Now he starts emotionally blackmailing him. I had waited for you to come for so long. Now that you have come, I have come to know that you are ill. I just want to help you this much. You are not letting me do even that. Then what is the use of being my brother? What was the benefit? Then he also agreed, okay, I am ready to do whatever you say. Next, Shin is shown here. She had finally decided to introduce Jin to her dad and thought, if she gets a blind date like this, she will die. Then, the very next moment, she comes to her friends and gives them the good news that her dad is interested in your restaurant, and he has also agreed to give money, and also wants that if we are able to give him profit according to him within 100 days, then there will be no need to sell this restaurant. Everyone becomes happy and says, thank God that now we will be able to live safely here. Now almost all their work was completed. Firstly, their restaurant was not sold. And secondly, Lee's brother finally went abroad to get his treatment done. It means that now the chances of his recovery are very high. Now in the next scene, Xiaoxi says goodbye to him and starts leaving. She looks very sad too. Will I be able to survive by staying away from him for so many days? With this, the scene gets cut. Now next we are shown Xiaoxi after a long time, who had finally returned to the country after completing her work abroad. And Lee is very happy to see her that now we will not have to stay away from each other. And with this happy moment of both of them, this drama ends.